going on, guys? Long time no see. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna say hi to some people like I always do. And then I hate watching those videos in my cameras. The lighting stinks. Oh, happy Tuesday. Gracie and Jock first in the house. Adele in the house. Hi, Gracie. Happy Earth Day. I just read that somewhere else. Hope everyone had a good day today. It's definitely Tuesday. Happy Earth Day. Floss is in the house. Patty A. Thrifty Angela. A lot of familiar faces here. Debbie Conan. Hi, everybody. Good to see you, friend. Derek is a channel member. Thank you so much, Derek. We'll get you added to the list. And JJ Raid for JJ Live. That's funny. Because I didn't get it done Sunday, it was Easter. And I'm not going to lie, I was working all day Easter. And kids were all with girlfriends, boyfriends. Two of them were working. So that is what happens when you have adult children. So I had to promise my roommate that I would only use the cane if someone was here. That way you can beat them with it while you need it when they're there. Let's see here. Every step is important. You sound like you're doing fabulous. Floss is fabulous. Dale is in the house. Happy Tuesday. Folk of the Forest in the house. Good to see you. Cindy is in the house. Wondering me more. Good to see you. Okay, just watched the premiere at 2 times the speed. Oh my goodness. I don't know how it works out. I always say I'm just going to quit worrying about videos and just do my job and do my, just do me. And for, 5 years trying to figure out this stupid analytics, and there's 35 people in the live. And when it's over, there's 91 views. I don't know how YouTube does this stuff. Felicia's in the house. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Van Gogh Wanderer in the house saying hey there. Paula, hi everyone. Hope you had a blessed Easter. You too. That was so sad. It was so sad the Pope died. And it was so kind of in a neat thing that he died at Easter time. So I kind of, he's resting well. Teresa saying hello. Milo and Otis. Lynn and Milo saying hi. Linda's in the house. Good to see you. Moore's in the house. All right, guys, I gotta hurry up. I'm on my phone tonight. I'm in the background. Hi, Annette. Thanks for coming in. My husband and oldest son had to work. Gotta love real life. That's how it is. I can't remember. I can't even tell you all the times that I worked. And my daughter just told me yesterday that she has to work Mother's Day. And I'm telling you, you talk about April has been a month that I never, ever, ever want to repeat. And worked on Easter. Don't know how many of the kids are coming on Mother's Day. And my son called me yesterday to let me know they were all going to Cancun with Dad on my birthday, over my birthday week or whatever. They'll be there for my birthday. So it's going to be a year of being alone. Deborah's in the house. Good to see you, Deborah. Thanks for being at the premiere as well. I got to hurry up here, guys. Aussie's in the house. Good to see you. I love it when we got a couple of Australians in the house now. And I've had somebody messaging me. I'm going to get it wrong. I can't remember where it was from, but it was so cool. It might have been Greece. It's so cool. I love it. Tommy's in the house. Good to see you, Tommy. Thanks for coming in. All right, guys, I gotta hurry up and get through this. I thought it was kind of neat. The Pope died on Easter time too. I really feel like I just thought it was I just felt at peace with it. I really did. Carrie Joe is in the house saying hi to everybody. Thanks for coming in. All right, guys. Am I caught up or am I caught up? Oh, Johnny, you're never alone. We are all with you in a spirit. Oh, I know that. I know that. Zeb is in the house. Good to see you, Zeb. I started my video out with "You don't know what you don't know until you know." Thanks to Zeb and Deb. All right. So, anyway, I have had a busy April, and I swore to Sean, I said, I will never do this again. What happened was my March client traded places with Lenny. And then Lenny came up. We let her come in early so that she could help finish her bill. And then that guy canceled. So I knew I was going to have a window where I could squeeze some jobs in. And then I felt like because of all that, somehow we got, I'm not going to say behind on Lenny's band, but we did some other projects knowing that she was going to spend the summer with us. And the other day I had 7 bands here. I had several visitors. Lynn came in for her couple warranty things and a couple extra things. It's been crazy. It has been crazy. It did feel appropriate. If it's like, yeah. I feel like, I don't know. I don't want to get too religious on my channel or spiritual or whatever you guys want to call it, but I felt like it was pretty cool. Watching an ad. No, you're not. Yeah, but that's bad family planning. Someone on your day that you are not included in. Something on your day that you're right. I felt, yeah. Oh, we've had terrible weather. We have been like, and both bays are full. Oh, it's just been funny. I put my window in my 2015 Transit 250, but I made a boo-boo. I didn't put the weep holes in the window, and that is where it's leaking, thinking I'm just going to caulk the holes. So, do you have weep holes at the top and at the bottom? Most windows, is it a slider? Most windows that have weep holes are sliders. And there are plugs in the bottom. Like say they're on the wrong side. You take the plugs out of the bottom, plug the top, and then the bottom ones stay open. So the top ones should be plugged. The bottom ones should be open. And they should be little rubber tabs that are just kind of pushed in there neatly. You may have to get like a pointed object to get them out. What are your thoughts on undercarriage water tank that goes in place of the spare tire on the Ford Transit? I feel like they are extremely expensive. And I feel like where the water comes out, you would almost have to drill through your main support back there where your tires and everything are attached to, or you're going to be dropping your water line down lower than your axle. So then say your water line, or bring it up through the floor right in the middle of the back of your van, because that's where the spare tire is. So I've got mixed emotions on it. For somebody that absolutely has no room whatsoever, I understand. You could bring it over to the driver or passenger side along that and then bring it up through the floor. So that would work. I feel like they're only 16 gallons. I feel like you're going to have issues with frozen water in the winter, hot water in the summer, just the heat off the pavement. None of them deal breakers. It's totally, I tell you, you do you. But I feel like for the cost and that kind of stuff, I'm just not sure I'm a fan. unless you are extremely tight on space. George Gross, thanks for becoming a channel member. I appreciate that. Just to confirm, that video was wiring a converter, not an inverter. That's right. The silver box was a converter. Absolutely correct. Absolutely. That way, you can power all of your 12-volt appliances off of shore power. And I'm not sure if I went through it too fast, but there are times, like in Missouri, it'll get so cold, we really want to take our lithium batteries out of the van. Mine is a Bluetti. It's an all-in-one system. I take it out, and if I had the converter in there, I could still run my heater. I could still run all my DC appliances. Also, every now and then, you may have a hiccup with your battery and have to send it back in, or just can't figure it out for a couple hours. If you are at a friend's house, plug in, and you're not going to lose everything in your refrigerator. Yep. This week is too busy for me to come see you, so this works if you can do next week. Absolutely. It is. I have several projects that are actually going to be done this week, and it's going to be a whole lot. I told Sean it'll never happen again, ever happen again, and we'll be taking a deep breath, and we'll get you down here. We'll have to do something on your birthday, or you can go with them. You know what? My ex-husband would invite me along. Him and his wife would invite me along. Patricia's in the house saying hello. Good to see you. Anyone putting Rhino Guard paint on their vans? I put it on my front hood, and I'm super happy. I feel like I know someone that did that. I feel like you do have to maybe get it touched up every now and then. Just like you do your front anyway, because of rocks and everything else. But yep, good to know. Absolutely. My front hood had rock dings that I got tired of. Absolutely. Yep. What is the biggest freshwater tank that you have installed? I think I may want to go smaller, but I don't want to go too small. I kind of like either a 20-gallon or a 30-gallon. And I'll tell you why. Where I go off grid, like at Quartzsite and that, I really do like to fill up and then get to my camp spot. And I know I've got plenty of water for however long I'm out there. I typically don't like to fill my water tanks above that fill hose. That's too much sloshing against that connection while you're driving. Mine are capped off. They've got the PVC cement on them. Probably would be okay. I just don't like carrying all that weight. I like 30-gallon. I'll carry a good 22, 24. 20-gallon, carry 15. So, but I've got a 46-gallon up in the loft if you want it. Any suggestions for a replacement for Baltic birch plywood? Because it's hard to find, or so as far as like the quality, and like Baltic birch is nice. So there's not really anything that I can say that's that dimension that is equivalent to Baltic birch. I use regular birch, and I'll tell you why. The only place I can get it is a 2.5-hour drive from here, Baltic, and they only have 5x5. Rocco, I'm gonna say that wrong. Thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate that. I'm way far behind, but once it gets to me, I will highlight that on the screen. I appreciate that. I lost my train of thought. So as far as if you're looking for something that's strong and is gonna hold up, I'm telling you that I've been using the 1/2-inch birch, the 3/4-inch birch, and I've not had a problem. And it's quality. It's easy to finish. It looks good quality. So, not sure if I answered your question, but yep. Laura selling another van, girl. I'm sure you have had it. What was the specs on the converter? 120 volt. It's 125 volt AC converter. It is 30 amp. It can handle up to 360 watts. Sean and I will be upgrading his possibly this summer. I did make that setup, help him make that setup. He can run his mini split on eco mode. He's fine with that. And I said, when it gets 100 degrees, you're probably going to want a bigger one. And we will do that. You can get them bigger. Is this the first time you've put a converter in? It is. And that's what I said in the video. How is it that when I was doing my van build, I watched hundreds of videos. We watched so many videos one year preparing that everything that we watched was a replay. And I know COVID really skyrocketed van life, but I've been watching them, then too. I'd never seen one, never even thought of doing that with the Blue Eddy. I've done literally like probably 5 of them in the last 3 days. So yeah, that's my first one. Never seen anyone out there that had one until I saw Mark's setup. And when I saw that, I knew, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. So, and I've got a short video of it, and I'm going to put that up probably tomorrow. It's ready to go. So that'll probably go up tomorrow. And I did link their channel in the video if you guys didn't see that. I love my 30-gallon water tank. Absolutely. Quartzsite has water at the gas stations for $1 for 6 gallons. Just watch your converter video and 12-volt mini split install. Just subscribe to your channel. You are very informative. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely. Thank you so much. If you ever have any questions, just shoot me an email. Yes, can't find it. You can't find Baltic birch, or you can't find any birch, because it is a common, it can be common depending on where you're at. An equivalency, I would say the closest that you might get is maple. And you're not going to get oak in the 1/2 inch. And oak is very, like, it's got a lot of your, like, what do you call it? Your grains. It's very grainy. Maple is a very close comparison to birch, if you can't find birch. So I am lucky I'm able to find birch. I just put my camper van up for sale on RV Trader. Cool. Love to see it go to someone who needs it. Absolutely. Where did you find the birch? Lowe's does not have it. Menards has it. So Menards here has it. Home Depot in Festus has it. So Susan, Menards, you can get 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and 3/4 inch, all at Menards. And I can tell you, just look at it, because sometimes there'll be a staple somewhere. Be picky. Those guys are there to help you. Have them help you. And it just really finishes well. It really finishes well. I've like I said, I've never had a problem with it. I Craig everything. I brad nail everything. Never had a problem. Gracie, I can't afford the storage and can't get into it after falling. Oh man, I tell you what, that has just been one bad luck after another. I am so sorry, Laura. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you. Johnny is very helpful. Thank you, Helen. Thank you. Check out her video. She does great how-tos. Thank you, guys. Thank you to my moderators for showing that. Guys, we're at 8:20. No, I'm going to wait a couple more minutes because there's going to be a commercial in 30 minutes. Did I say hi to Tim? Hi, Tim. Good to see you. Rusty in the house, a good soul and most worthy. Absolutely. Also, the funniest live streams when we're talking about food. When we're talking about food, they get pretty funny. I'm trying to behave. Oh my gosh. John, oh my gosh. Guys, you know what? Shame on me. It's been a while. Let me give these guys their due thanks. John, thank you so much. You guys both. Thank you guys. It means a lot. Did you see the message I sent yesterday on the rear door windows? I did. I'm contemplating. We'll switch them out for you. Patty A, it was a lot of planning. Yep. I already had yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you to my moderators here for addressing that. Laura, I fell in courtside, face planted and hurt my knees. She did. Panda time. Maybe I'll do it again later because I missed it on the one. It's been, it's like we're saving our pennies these days. Thank you for supporting Johnny. Thank you. Charlie Grace, it is a lot to keep up with 2 RVs. It is. You know what? Even like Helen's got the teardrop and got the van, and I'm glad her kids are taking the teardrop. You missed my question. I didn't miss your question, and I answered your question. Did you see my email about the back windows? And I said, yes, I did, and we will take care of you. I didn't see that one, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I know your email address. I got Rusty's email. Did you get my email with questions? I did. And I did. And I have been bombarded. And what I've been doing, and I apologize, but like a couple of you guys in the community, and Rusty, I want to talk to you because you got Van Windows direct screens, and I want to talk to you about the Van Essential screens because I get a discount on Van Essentials, and it's the only ones Van Windows Direct have that I know of are the little bunk windows like what you got. So and 10 count. If you feel comfortable, put your email address in here if you feel comfortable. If not, because it might have went to spam, because I don't remember. I literally went through emails last night, and I didn't have one about repairing a floor. I didn't say you, Gracie. Baltic birch comes from Russia and Finland, so it's hard to get because of tariffs. Home Depot sells regular sanded birch. Yes, they do. And so does Menards. And I can get special order Baltic birch at the mill down here. And unfortunately, they get theirs from China. And that's going to be expensive. I have more water in the wall well after a big storm the other night. Don't want to put up my walls until I find where it's absolutely. Is it the grommets that are coming? Is it the grommets that are coming on the lower wall? Is that, oh, you know what? I bet it is. You got the transit. If it's high up on the van coming down, if the water damage looks like it started high, several things. If you have an older transit, they have got white seals on the roof. If you remove those seals, there is maybe a 1/2 inch or a 5/8 receiver for roof racks and stuff. Now, if you have an older van, those seals can dry rot. And what I do is cover it with lap sealant or put Eternabond tape over each one of them. And you'll know that it kind of looks dry rotted because the paint that's on top of it will actually start cracking. So check those first. You also have like a little communication antenna up there, maybe lap seal around that. Other than that, the grommets low where your black guard is, it's like a plastic guard. That is very, very common. I just started sealing them all. Thank you. Thank you. Cindy Hawkins for the super sticker. You guys are killing it tonight. Thank you so much. You guys are overwhelming me. Tawanda's in the house. Good to see you, Tawanda. Some are trying to get a... Oh my goodness. 3,500%. That's absolutely outrageous. Tawanda, you're never late. You're right on time. Forgetting Easter exists. No worries. No worries. Yay, more panda. I resealed the bolts from the rack. We'll seal the trim grommets next. Did you use Dicor? On the grommets, I did not, because the grommets are on the wall. And what's going to happen is they are going to, it's self-leveling, so it's going to run down the wall. So what I do is I just use a clear silicone or whatever kind of silicone you've got, literally any color. And I seal them that way. Now, I did see on Humble Road's channel, somebody sent me a video, and I think it was Mary Anderson, sent me a video. George uses a weather stripping because the Transit and evidently Sprinter are notorious for those grommets leaking. So I do have that video, and I can link it in the comments after this is over, if I remember. Hopefully I'll remember. So Tina the Outsider saying hi to everyone. Good to see you. If you're with your good friend Jack, tell him we said hi. All 8 of my grommets are leaking. I've got them filled with Dicor, and I need to go and do some Eternabond tape over the screws. Yep. Yeah, sometimes they do. Van Life with Dale and Bailey, I gave mine to her in person, but I also have been known to mail it to the shop. What did he ask? Sorry, guys, I missed it. Did you ever get an email from me on how to go about paying for the meetup in September? Yes, I did, and I felt like I responded. I felt like I sent you my PayPal link. There may be a problem with my email. I had run out of Google space, and I started dumping emails, and I felt like I did good. But in the description of this video, there is a link to my PayPal. If you're coming to my meetup and you want to pay, if you pay ahead of time, that is 100% great. If you, like Debbie does a lot of work, pays me. There's another guy that does Bev's and mine. He always pays me there. I'm fine with that. Is that a problem of the newer Transits? I feel like the grommets are a problem with all of them because of how the design is. Those panels, those grommets, I just feel like it's just always going to be a problem, the way that trim is. And if you put the silicone on the inside, if you ever do need to pop those off, you're likely going to be replacing those grommets anyway. Most of the companies will just send you replacements. Just repeat the name and I'll look it up. repeat the name. Humble Road. Yep, George with Humble Road. Yep. I never forget it. I'll come over soon with my registration for the meetup so I can get added to the Facebook page. Absolutely. Lily T in the house. Good to see you. Where's our meetup? It is, Tina, it's the same time as the Michigan meetup. I know you guys go there. Mine is September 19th, 20th, 21st at Fred Rock Glamp Ground. I just bought a 2024 Ram ProMaster 2500 159 wheelbase. I'm currently insulating with Thinsulate. I have learned so much from you. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. I appreciate you saying so. Gracie has dropped my PayPal. If you want to come to the meetup, is that another one? Tell us more about the meetup, when and where. The meetup is at Fred Rock Glamp Ground, September 19th, 20th, and 21st. And everyone is welcome. The electric sites are gone. If you've got a power bank, if you have a power need where you just need charged up, we will make it happen. George with a super sticker. I feel like that's a repeat. You guys are unbelievable tonight. Thank you so much. The panda for you. Oh, you know what, Patty A? She's saying, oops, 19, 20, 21. It very well could be 2021, 22. It is Arrive Friday, Go Home Sunday. So I'm like, yeah, you need to meet up so I can come. I can boondock. I'm just going to have to come and visit you on my own. It's fine. Michigan's used to be the fourth weekend. Mine has always been the third weekend. I know it's a weather thing, so I never, ever, ever get offended. You go, and I know you guys go to that one. Have a great time. When you insulate, do you do 3 layers with the silver peel and stick, sound deadening, leave a space between second and third layer? This is how I do it. The kill mat, the sound deadening material, I kind of scatter that. I don't do solid. Some people will have me do their entire wheel well, but I take a full box of the 36 square foot, whatever count of kill mat, and I put it all over the van. I put it on the floor, the ceiling, everywhere. And then I take my Thinsulate. If I've got Havelock wool, I will do that, and I will shove it in all the ribs. And then I cut my Thinsulate and put it on the wall. The only reason that you guys saw multiple layers of products on my build is because when I did my original build in 2020, I did Havelock wool. When I did my remodel in December, my Havelock wool had settled. And when I say settled, like it was 8 inches all the way around the top. Now, what a lot of people do, I'm going to get that off the screen for you guys. What a lot of people do, they will put that like kite string, and they will wrap it so that it holds that Thinsulate in place. So I don't know if maybe I just didn't do a heavy enough, or if it, I'm on bumpy roads, it's settled. So instead of taking the Thinsulate out, I put it all back where it goes, and I put 3M Thinsulate over it because that's what I use in all my builds. I feel like it's super easy. It's good. It's easy to get a solid covering, and it stays in place. And because I had the Thinsulate in my original build, my Reflectix in the original build, I put that back up. Now, what you don't want to do, which you will see people do, is if you put your sound deadening material up, you'll see people put Reflectix up next. And you don't want to do that. You want your Reflectix, your silver Reflectix, to have an air gap. So if you're going to use Reflectix in your build, along with the Thinsulate or whatever else, do not put your Reflectix up against the wall. Put it on the opposite side of the insulation. You then have a air, because air does move through Thinsulate, through Havelock wool. That's how you get that R factor. So make sure you do it in the right order. How do I sign up for your Patreon? Go to the Gracie, will you drop my Patreon link? It's in the description. Air gap prevents moisture retention. Absolutely. And not only that, but Thinsulate and Havelock wool are hydrophobic. So the water is not going to absorb into the fibers and wait to dry. It's going to drain. And all of our vans have the weep holes. Should you insulate more if going to Alaska or northern US in the winter? I'm gonna say that's a tough question, because if you've got windows in your van, it's going, you've got air there. So the cold air is going to be there. So I feel like insulate your van, put your 3M in there, use your Thinsulate in the ribs if you want, Thinsulate in the ribs. I tend to shy away from spray foam because most people will overdo it and it will leave little divots in the outside of the van. And it doesn't breathe as well as the other insulations. It is very flammable. But again, I say this over and over and over again. Like, you got to do what you got to do. There's not a wrong way to do it. There might be you're probably going to get better results if you do it this way. But if you so long story, insulate, with your complete barrier everywhere. And then I would think of secondary heating solutions for Alaska and the northern US, whether that's very good window covers, like invest well. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Reflectix, but most people will get Reflectix and they will also get material and put over it. There's going to be condensation. That material is going to absorb that condensation, and you're going to have mildew issues. Now, there's a lot of people that use them. Dry them out. You do you. But some of our window products, like the Van Essentials, that the water really doesn't absorb into them. You'll see it kind of run down it, almost like it's a waterproofing barrier, like like you spray on tents and that. So I would invest in good window coverings. If you've got solar on your roof and that leaves a barrier, that also will keep your van, it'll keep it cooler in the summer, warmer in the winter, not 100%, but a good heater source, a good electric blanket. I use an electric blanket. I know a lot of people that are going to the mattress pad warmers, but if it was me, I feel like instead of spending the extra probably $400 to put a double layer of insulation up, I would almost invest in a heat source, like a good fuel heater or something. If you live in Alaska or you live in Canada, you don't just visit there, you may want to do 2 layers of insulation. But I'm going to say this: Thinsulate, Havelock wool, Reflectix. Did I notice a considerable difference in my van? No, I did not, because I've got 2 back windows, I've got a sliding door windows, I've got 2 bunk windows, front windshield, 2 front windows. There's a lot of room. Now, I stayed in 101 degree temperature. I stayed in -1 degree temperature with just a heating blanket and didn't have it on all night. So it's doable. It's doable. Sharon, you will be dealing with condensation, so plan accordingly. Insulate heat wrap pipes, if possible, secondary window barriers like Van Made Gear. Van Made Gear is another good company. I've gotten from them as well. Yeah, definitely definitely good window coverings, because think about it. I mean, there's like no barrier. Touch the glass. I mean, it's cold. Going to do Havelock and Thinsulate. Yep, have very few windows and a Webasto heater. You'll be good. I think you'll be good to go. I think you'll be good to go. The other thing that some people will do is, you know how your steel, like if you're putting your ceiling boards right up against your steel because you want to save height, say you've got a mid-roof and you put your furring strips on the side of the steel, you know, that steel gets cold. So maybe something thin right there. George used to put up this black, it almost looked like roofing felt. And he used to put that up in his builds. I don't know if he still does that though. I bought a big roll of it. I have it at home and it's heavy. Guys, I'm going to take a quick break and I want to give a huge shout out, a huge thank you to my channel members, to my Patreons. We will be doing a Zoom on Sunday to make up for Easter Sunday. And I appreciate all the extra that you guys do, not only financial, but emotional support. You guys are amazing. Insulating is for the heat more than the cold. Absolutely. Yep. I always wondered if solar on the roof provided shade. Absolutely. The Van Essentials are well worth the investment. Absolutely. Let's see here. Yeah, when you do your Havelock wool and your Thinsulate, what I would do is I would take your Thinsulate and you know how it comes in panels, and let's just say they're 36 inches or 48 inches. I would take one and just kind of bust it up and put it in all the ceiling ribs, all the rib areas that are hard to get to, so that, because if you do all your walls first and you run out, those are the best places I love using Thinsulate for. Let's see here. John W. A meetup is a gathering of folks who enjoy traveling, living, or who like camping, who get together and enjoy hanging out. So many meetups all over the country. It's where you exchange the best van life ideas. And if you're like, the first van meetup I went to, I was in a Nissan pickup truck. I slept in a tent. Kelly slept in the cab. I mean, it was like, that's what we did. And that's how I ended up with my very first build that I ever did. And she actually was at the shop last week. Have you ever heard of using cork? Somebody was going to have me use cork. Yes. I had a build that I was going to do for some ladies in California. And unfortunately, we were trying to beat a clock for illness, and we did not beat that clock. But she wanted cork, environmentally friendly, I think she said. I feel like she was a vegan and that was her purpose. I could be wrong, but I feel like that was. Awesome. If you're on Facebook, I will, I'm going to send you a link to the group. It's a private group. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Absolutely. Sharon, I'll tell you, there's so many times that I've been live, and sometimes I don't know. I just don't know. I haven't come across it yet. And there's so many people that are here every single Tuesday that if I don't know the answer, they probably do. And it's an amazing group on Tuesday night on the channel here. Keep the water pressure too. Maybe use too much power. Emotional support van lifers. That sounds like a therapy group. You'll be missed, Patty. What did I miss? Deb Long in the house. Good to see you, Deb. I hope you are doing well. I hope your new battery is doing good. Here's a wonderful list of all the meetups for 2025. Check that link out for all the meetups. I have cork under my floor. There you go. I will miss, but it's my daughter's birthday. Perfect. Desert Deb is in the house. Good to see you. Love. This is so much. Thanks, Gracie. I'm definitely a nomad at heart. Awesome. Everybody giving Desert Deb a warm welcome. Thank you, guys. Oh, man. Yeah, so what else? I'm actually working. I worked on a Sprinter in the desert, but I've got a Sprinter that's just a few hours away. We're putting a floor in there now. A floor, a bike rack. It's going to be an awesome bike rack. And a bed platform. We will definitely be working on this Sprinter again in the future. I can feel it. And yeah, so if you have been waiting all this time for me to do anything. Now, you guys know Veronica, I put a closet in hers. Sean and I worked on hers in Quartzsite. She was one of my angel projects that first year. She was my first Sprinter, but this one, I do have a feeling that I will be working on this one some more. I'll tell you what, guys, it's about time for a little air conditioner in here. I am sweating. Been working all day. We got the fan out already. CC is in the house. Good to see you, Cheryl. Thanks for coming in. Sorry, another question. You never have to apologize. That is what Tuesday is about. Do you ever place a solid solar panel directly onto the roof or only on racks? You definitely can. Now, I typically will encourage my clients that can get a rack, because sometimes, like, solar panels change over the years, and it's could be that in your lifetime you may need to take that one off and put a new one on. And so now you've got 2, 4, 6, 8 holes in your roof per panel. So I'll give my clients the choice. However, I did in Quartzsite put some on, and she's doing fine with them. I worked on her van again this year, and she's doing fine with them. But so there's no harm in it. Just know that anytime you penetrate that steel, you always have a chance of a leak. So whether the instructions call for it or not, the one I did, I put the Renergy has them a lot. They're little aluminum brackets, very low profile. 2 screws go in each one. They are self-tapping. So that's kind of like if you do your ceiling and you ever need them off, self-tapping is good. But I like putting lock washers on them if I can. But seal them real good. Annually, check all your brackets. Make sure that none of your lap sealant is somehow gone, wearing away, whatever. Do not use silicone on those. Use lap sealant. Use 100%. Use lap sealant, because silicone, you are going to have a problem. Gotta hydrate. Man, I am sweating. Whew. And I feel like I already went through menopause. You just never know. Um, Danny is in the house. Are the flexible panels as good as the rigid? Honestly, Danny, like as far as longevity, I'm not sure, but you will get probably in excess of 90% efficiency on a rigid panel, depending on which one you get. A regular rigid panel of the hard panels, you're not going to get that. I feel like at best you're going to get 80%. And sometimes it is, people will say, I've got 400 watts of solar and I'm only pulling 320. Like, that's fantastic. Like, I feel like that's a thing. Flexible solar panels, they're just efficient. I don't know. They're efficient. If you can put the Coreplex in between them to give them a little bit of air, you're going to see a better you're going to see better efficiency even more if you can do that. But when you do that, you can't put solid tape around it. Depending on how you're going to attach them, or you will lose them. Ask me how I know. Some people have used VHB tape with the brackets so they don't have to drill. That by itself isn't enough, but use a turnabout on top of the brackets. Yep. Additional comment, my daughter is only 35 minutes from me. I get no visit, no card, only a phone call if I'm lucky, just saying. I'll tell you, these kids, and maybe I was like that. These kids are, they're busy in life. Yep. It can work. Watch Hobotech. Yep. You can work just as well. Some people had them blow off though. That's the number one problem with the flexible panels. I've installed several, and I say we haven't lost any, but my very, very first attempt, they weren't installed. They were not installed. I was waiting on a product, totally forgot I had put them up there, and I took a drive and lost them. I'm thinking I'm going to put it on the racks, then I know it's going on under it. Yep. And that's too. Shame on her. Mom always, yep. Yeah. Yep. Kiddos. What about the solar panels that apply without screws? Are those the flex? Yeah. I have a garage. Yeah. And that's most people that do the flexible panel, it's either because of a garage, they want to try and remain as stealth as possible. Those are typical what you would see. You can bring those wires, depending on what you drive, where that upper brake light is. If you don't want a solar shroud, just seal it real good. And honestly, I feel like if you're going to put the flexible panels on there, as efficient as they are, I'd almost, if you're worried about losing them, I'd almost tape them on. I feel like, they get warm in the summer, and when they get hot, they're not as efficient, but I feel like I've seen a few people lose them. Patty knows. Patty has flexible panels. Absolutely. Happy trails, tails. Would you forego putting a fuel storage unit on the roof, or make it all solar panels that you can walk on? Oh, that's a tough one. So it honestly depends on what van you have and what are you putting in that cargo container, because they're tall, so then you got the wind drag as well. I like my roof real estate They've got so many amazing storage units that go on the back doors now that it's a tough decision. But if you've got like an air up kayak that actually fits in there, I can see why you would want that not in the van and up there. I can tell you, I have 600 watts on a Ram ProMaster and enough room in the back for a storage, for a tool, however you say it, tool box, because I have a deck up there. Lock it. I still have two 100 watt panels. If anyone can use them, I can bring them to the meetup. Absolutely. Do you have any videos on removing a panel and installing a window? One as detailed and awesome as the Max Air fan video. I'll tell you what, Aussie, you're here every Tuesday. I'm going to put a window in maybe Thursday or Friday, and Sean and I will do a step-by-step, just like the fan, so that you have it. I can tell you, it's almost identical to the Max Air fan, except you're on the sidewall and not the roof. But I will do that video. I probably have some out there where I have showed the steps, but not talked you through it. And I have no problem making that video. Yeah. So there you go. Thank you. Good to know, Patty A. I'll have to emerge. Remember that if I go with the flexible, yeah. I want to put one on the sliding door. Windows on the sliding door, you have, it's not called ProMaster in Australia, but it's the ProMaster, right? On these vans, guys, the companies make it easy for you. If you have the Ram, which I think you do, on a sliding door, there is a double metal weld or whatever you want to call it around the door. The Toyota, oh, you know what? Thought you had that. I'll look that up. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna take a picture of that real quick. I'm gonna take a quick picture of that. But I will do a video. Try not to get my mug on there. My mug shot. Yep, got it. All right. I will check that out. And if I have any suggestions whatsoever on that one, I'll send them to you in an email. I think you have emailed me before. But yeah, on the sliding doors on like the Transit, the Ram, there is a second metal like flange up there. And I take a drill bit and I drill like 6 holes in each corner and go on the outside, connect all the dots, and that's your pattern. So, oh, cool van. I'm going to have to check it out. I updated and decided to stay with Toyota. You know what? I feel like Toyota's a reliable choice. And hopefully get it at a good deal. Blue Eddie is sending me another battery, the new one. And I thought, I wonder if they could send it to Australia. Send it to Aussie. So, yep. Oh my goodness, guys. What a day. You guys, I don't know if you can hear that. My phone keeps like chiming kind of. And I thought I had but my deer camera down there is just blowing up. The deer are out there eating the corn. Got a 1988 Avion travel trailer years ago. I almost lost my mind. This is amazing information. Just so it's awesome. I tell you, one of the biggest reasons that I started my channel and have kept my channel going, because I like to help where I can, as far as, because there's so many people that would love to bring their van here but can't. And I totally get that, because that's why I built mine out, because it's so expensive. And there's that part of you that like wants to do it, and like wants to create that perfect place, and do it in a time, like fast, slow, whatever. And you gotta love that. So I love helping. Can the Max Air be mounted on the rear door, replacing a window? I have seen that done. I feel like that hood is going to rattle horribly. So I would come up with some kind of system to anchor that hood. Also, so that someone can't pull that off and get into your van. So the hood cranks out. I'd almost put some kind of a securing device on the inside of the van on that hood to hold that in. The other thing that you can do is put a little latching door over it. So like if you're going to be away from your van for a while, you've got your Max Air fan on the back door. But when you're not there, you can close a door, steel or wood or whatever, and lock it. Put a bar across it, because 14 by 14, I can get out a fan hole. So if I can get out a fan hole, somebody can get in a fan hole. So there are some on Facebook Marketplace. What are we looking for? Still not as big as the vans you guys have. You know what? I get the statement. Being out there, no matter what you have, is amazing. So like you make the best of what you got. I had a Ford Econoline for a year and a half. John. Okay, friends, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Gotta go. Oh my gosh, guys. Thank you so much, John. That I appreciate you. Appreciate that. I don't know which model I have. Heard that one of the Blue Eddies had a weird and annoying hum. Has anyone had this experience? You know what? So the battery charging, the ones with that charging one does. I'm almost gonna say that it is. I hope you guys. I just feel like there has been so many people that have had problems with the 180. Hopefully that's not, it could be, but the ones with those banks, the fans just run all the time. Haven't heard about a humming. Mine I just sold was 1988 with 408 kilometers. Would you like to put that into practice installing it for me? I'm not sure what he is talking about. It's so easy to park and maneuver through camper. Absolutely. Yeah, the smaller your rig, the easier. Can we talk steps? We are starting an E350 lifted for, and it's high off the ground, suggested for a step system. Our old bones need a sturdy system. You know what? There's a lot out there. As far as the running boards, I like the Weston ones. Sean and I have gotten the install down. They are getting those brackets in there. They're a little, you gotta have some coordination, some tricks in your sleeve. I use painter's tape. I wrap it around there. I stuff it up in the hole, turn the tape over. I made a short video on it because they are so hard. Westing running boards are good. And then there are a lot of companies that have the battery operated steps. And there are people that love them. There are people that hate them. When they work, people love them. When they don't work, people hate them. So it honestly, you gotta pay to see the panda play. I'm a big fan of the running boards. Now, with a Ford Econoline, I'd actually have to look it up and see what they offer for that. Because do you have it's almost like a fiberglass thin step on yours right now? They're a portable folding stair that would fit inside while traveling. That's another idea. These were answers to questions I have been researching. Awesome. Happy to help. I'll share this with you guys, and I never, ever want to hurt anybody's feelings. I had somebody email me and said, "Oh, can we stop by your shop and say hi? We would love to a quick stop." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's fine." So I'm thinking that they're traveling through Missouri. They're on 67. They want to stop in and say hi. And I'm working. This couple pulls up, and she gets out of the car with a notebook and pen. And I thought, "Oh, honey, you need to come to Tuesday night." Tuesday night is where it all happens. Let's see here. There he is with a super sticker. Somebody wants to see the panda. Thank you, IMG. I appreciate that. It has been a generous crew tonight. It's been unbelievable. You guys are amazing. Yep, you guys are awesome. No step right now. I honestly, because I'm going to tell you this, I have installed Weston, Owens, iBoard. That might be it. Those are common. Those are like, when you're going to look them up, and Weston is the widest step up on. iBoards are the shallowest, the narrowest ones. Weston is the strongest ones. They're about $465. It takes about 2 hours worth of labor to install them. If you know what you're doing. Maybe 3 if it's your first time. I'm telling you, these running board companies, they photocopy their instructions in black and white. They ship them off to you. Yeah. So glad so many are generous. You are giving free education. Thank you. I got the iBoards. Do not recommend. I got the iBoards. I do not recommend. They're narrow. And I feel like they've got a little bit of spring to them. With that being said, Les and Bernadette have the Owens running boards. Daphne the Blind Dog has the Owens running boards. Daphne's are fine on a Transit. Les and Bernadette's, Les is on the driver's side, is like, it does not look good. But Dawn probably weighs, 130, and Les is 6'4", so he's not he weighs more than 130. Thanks for the step running board info, super helpful. Yeah, check out Weston. And I do not have an account with Weston yet, but I just got a vendor, dealer, whatever you want to call it, account with Euro Campers. So the swivel seat mounts that are $350 a piece, I now get $75 off of them. So they've got awnings. They might have running boards. I can check, because they emailed me and said, "Hey, we noticed you order from us a lot. We automatically signed you up for a account." I was like, that is awesome. Peeps, not keeps. I like the wider boards, but mine are narrow and they have a little flexibility. I'm not sure which ones Gracie has, honestly. Gracie, do yours have a great, or are yours narrow and chrome? I think she might have iBoards. Yay for swivel. I want one when we get our window installed. Absolutely. Absolutely. She might have the iBoards, because I was using the iBoards for a little while because I didn't. It's like mine were okay. They were just narrow. Of course, I've never hit mine either. I've never, I've seen me and Paul one year out in off of American Girl Mine Road. We literally completely, a lady hit a wash and completely pushed her running boards back, and we fixed them. No great. She has the iBoards. Either that or Owens. Our running boards are great, and I love them. They have the Owens. They have the Weston. They are black and silver. You have iBoards. Yep, without a doubt. So, yep, without a doubt. The swivel mounts, Patricia, were on back order. They are in stock now. I'd have to check for the Transit. She has the Transit. If they're back in stock, that might be something that you want me to order sooner than later, just to make sure that, it's a hot item. They're the Scopima swivel mounts. They're very common. They are good. They're good. Glad you know what I have. Please order. There you go. Driver, just the passenger on the Transit. Just the passenger on the Transit. I'm gonna make Kurt the most comfortable seat ever, right behind you. Anyway, but they work, absolutely. That's exactly. Yep. And Patricia, your window finally has been shipped. Finally. I think it shipped 2 days ago. Yep. So that was they were on back order as well, but I have 2 of them coming and they both have shipped. So, oh mercy, guys, I have got to put another layer of primer on this Sprinter subfloor. So if you guys don't have any further questions, I am going to run and do that. And can you believe I turned the air conditioner on? It is blowing cold. I love my office mini split. But if you guys don't have any other questions, I will let you guys go. And if any of you all are still here that left a super chat or a super sticker, I appreciate you. And Rescue Dog Treats is coming in. My home just got voted #1 place in Australia to visit. Port Stephens, you guys need to come visit. Well, who can forget Port Stephens if I ever make it to Australia? I promise you. Sunset Jen is down there. I couldn't come without saying hi to her. She has been a longtime follower of the channel. I would make my rounds for sure. Guys, thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the great questions, sharing with everyone else. If I missed your question, don't hesitate to email me. I will go check a couple of emails right now. Got a little bit of time before bedtime, and make sure that each one of you guys get a response. For all the helpful advice as always. Thank you, guys. Guys, take care. We will see you guys next Sunday.